Hi, I'm Terry.
And I'm Randy.
And this is the continuation of our automotive series on automotive programmers. This was really my first programmer I bought. It was the MVP, now we call it the MVP Classic. It was token based. It was very, very effective for North American cars. And over the years, buying all the bits and pieces for it. Just loved it. It was good. I hate the tokens, but it worked and it was very effective. Bought some clones of this, offshore clones, because I'm always trying different things. And I probably bought 4 clones.
4 at least.
And we could have more. And there was no consistency in the quality.
Some would work on one thing and others would not work on anything.
The dongles would break left, right, and center. You could have the same car and you'd have 2 of them wouldn't work. The third one maybe would work. And you put this in, it worked every time. So that's one of the arguments over some of the offshore-made clones, which are not proper, versus the real thing. As a professional locksmith company doing automotive work,
you want to have equipment that's going to do 99% of the cars out there on a consistent basis.
And that's it. We want to be consistently making money, and that's been the biggest problem with some of the offshore-made stuff. So again, we've had really good luck. Now our 2 main machines we use is the MVP Pro and the hot wire, and we'll talk about why we do that. But this has been a good product. We should be upgrading this or sending it in to get a new one, or do they still have that?
I don't know. We're going to talk to them.
We're gonna talk. We loved it. It's been a great product. Time to, and it was fantastic. I bought this I don't know how many years ago at Aloha.
Yeah.
And I got it off of HL Flake. They had a really good deal with tokens. This is my machine. It's how we started in doing transponder work with the automotive world. Great product. Let's talk to the guys. Let's see if we can update that. Here is our workhorse.
This is the MVP Pro. It's compact. It does everything you want it to do. It's got great consistency.
And this is the one thing I love about this compared to other products. A manual.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's detailed. It's thorough. It's absolutely fantastic. And when you're using products like the AutoSmart books, they relate to your MVP. It is one of their top.
Yeah, they'll mention MVP, they'll mention TKO, which is the big brother to it.
Yeah.
They'll mention Hotwire is a specific. They build a good solid unit. It's a unit that you don't have to baby.
We've been using this one for how long now?
About 14 months.
14 months. It still looks brand new. It's in the service truck 24/7.
Yeah.
It's not 24/7. We take it in at night.
Yeah.
It goes to bed at night out of the truck. We don't leave it in the service truck, even though the service truck is very well equipped. This is our baby. This is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
Now you can go token based. We go monthly subscription.
Token based can get as high as $37.50 a token if you're just buying 10 tokens at a time. If you're subscription based, $37.50.
That's 10. It's eaten up. Like,
it's
what's the subscription roughly a month?
$285 a month. So when you and that's US dollars. That's the only thing. But everything is US dollars. But if you buy a monthly subscription and you do 20 or 30 or 40 or 100 cars a month, it just makes more sense.
And who cares if it eats up tokens? Like sometimes it's our error or the car or whatever. How many tokens did you burn up in theory the other day?
4 at least on that 4 different ways. And I didn't care.
Yeah.
I really didn't
we
care.
don't care how many tokens, if we make mistakes, the car or whatever, we're monthly subscription. We do enough cars per month. That this is a fantastic system. So we love it. It's our workhorse. What else is it comes with?
Well, okay.
We buy everything. All the options.
When you buy it, it comes with individual dongles that you plug into the unit for the different systems and the different cars you're working on. MVP recently has come out with a smart dongle. The smart dongle is a unit that will do all the cars, except the older Nissan. Where you're not plugging into the OBD2, you're plugging into an OBD1. So, and the dongle for that is this one here.
So again, this replaces all these dongles
Yeah.
But one.
And
it's called the super dongle, isn't it? What's it called?
Smart
dongle. So this is the smart dongle. It's
And
well worth the investment.
And it replaces this too. I guess you'd call it a converter. It would take the codes and convert it. This does it automatically. This was always a problem with people complaining that it broke and that they had all sorts of problems with these things. Now it's eliminated completely. The next component to this is what they call the smart aerial, which will allow you to pre-code keys and for Fiat and stuff like that. So the smart dongle, the unlimited token program, that's the way to go.
So again, this is our workhorse. Great user manual, heavy duty ruggerized unit,
Yeah.
smart dongle, absolutely fantastic. It's our go-to machine. However, we still find the occasional vehicle that this won't work. That's why we still use two main machines. We use the AD MVP Pro and we use the Hotwire.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. I love the subscription model.
Yeah.
It's expensive in theory, but if you do enough cars, it's not. It's not a big investment per month.
Well, if you're in business to make money. And if you're buying tokens, you're not making money.
And profit is not a bad word. You know, we want to make money.
Profit's a good word.
So again, stay tuned for our other videos in this series. This is the MVP Pro. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Also, visit my website and you can see what online locksmith training I have for beginners, intermediate, and advanced, as well as my covert methods of entry and my non-destructive methods of entry.